Hey everybody, it's time for another installment of Meet the Solomons. On our last and first installment of Meet the Solomons, somebody in the comments said, I would love to hear the story of how your wife and you met. So let it be known that we listen to the people and give you what you ask for. I usually tell this story, but I thought, everybody's tired of hearing me talk. And I don't know if I've ever really heard my wife tell this story. So I'll try to be quiet, but I'm going to have Becky. This is my beautiful wife, Becky.
Hello, everybody.
You met her in the last video. She's going to talk about how we met, all right?
Well, I told Marty earlier today, you tell it because you always tell it because he's so more animated when he tells the story than me. So I'll do my best, but I don't do it as well as Marty does it. So I'll give you a little backstory. Marty's from southern Idaho, and I'm from Montana. And we both met at college and at Boise Bible College, which is in Boise, Idaho. And I ended up there because I had a youth minister who was an alum of Boise Bible College. And so he kind of told me about a singing group that you could audition for, and they would give you a full ride tuition for 1 year if you got on the group. And I thought, oh man, that sounds great. That sounds like a good idea. So we traveled down there, and I auditioned to be on this singing group, and I got on. What the heck? I got on a singing group.
Singing group was called Image, as in the Image of Christ was the longer name. A lot of people just called it Image, but the group's name was the Image of Christ. And it was this group that would travel around every weekend and promote the Bible college, basically a recruiting tool. And you got one weekend off, but the other weekends, that's why your scholarship came from. You would spend the other weekends in a 15-passenger van taking your instruments, and there was a little bit of a band involved, and we'd play and sing every weekend.
Yeah. So because I got on the singing group, I was supposed to be there a week early before school started. So I show up a week before school started to move in, and someone, I think it was even someone on the, someone else who was on the Image group with us, he was showing me around the school. It's a short tour, boys side, girl side, 2 other buildings.
Very strict when school is in.
Very strict. You can't go over to the boys side.
It's a parking lot that's neutral ground, common area. But one side of the parking lot is boys' side, no girls allowed. One strip of sidewalk that you could walk on to ring the doorbell buzzer, not allowed. And then the other side, girls' side, no boys are allowed on the grass over on the other side. She was on the boys' side.
Let me get to that. The person was showing me around. That's why I was on the boys' side. So we walked behind the building, and Marty had his car pulled up to his room. Marty was there a week early because he was the RA. But I didn't know that. That didn't click in my head. So as he's showing me, I'm sure he introduced us. He introduced us. I remember this part well. This is why Marty tells this part, because he does a better job telling this. But we introduced, and I thought in my head, first impression, I thought that guy is way too old for me. I thought, oh my gosh, that guy's probably married and has kids. It did not occur to me he's moving into the college dorm. Hello, 18-year-old Becky, come on. Anyways, gave him the cold shoulder. Marty tried to talk to me, tried to be interested, and I was like, bye. That's what happened. I walked away, and he tells it like this. I didn't even turn around and look back. I just kept on walking.
That's right. So then what happened?
So a little bit of backstory about you real fast. Marty had just come off of a breakup.
I was engaged.
He was engaged before me. So he was just coming off of a breakup that summer and moving in. So we didn't really, oh, and Marty was not a part of Image yet, the singing group. He had a job as...
At church. I was going to do youth ministry job.
But I think you also had another job.
Well, I did, but that was...
That's what fell apart, and then you got...
Nope. I had a youth ministry job lined up. Youth ministry job fell apart. I had weekends open.
So then he asked if he could be back on the Image team because Marty plays drums. And so that's how he ended up on the Image team group, traveling every single weekend with us.
I was a music major, so I played drums and guitar and bass guitar, and there's a couple of us, and we were versatile instrumentation.
So we started hanging out more, but because he came off of his breakup and I kind of gave him the cold shoulder, he started dating someone in between the breakup and me. So he's dating someone, but we are traveling every weekend now together.
With 3 other people.
With 3 other people and a professor. There was always a professor that came with us. And yeah, Marty tells that I just kept listening to the things that she wanted in life. I would say, I want to get married and I want to have kids and I want to be a stay-at-home mom and just things that I wanted. And he was like, yeah, that's what I want too, my wife. So, Thanksgiving.
Long story short.
He ended things with the other girl.
Yeah.
Came back from Thanksgiving break and asked me out on a date.
The rest is history.
Our first date was to Dairy Queen.
Told her eyes were beautiful on that first date.
He said my
wasted no time.
Eyes were beautiful.
Was it on that first date where we talked about like what we wanted in the future? Like, I was like, I'm not in this for like,
yeah,
I'm in this to get married.
Yeah, and you know what? He put a ring on it in 3 months. He proposed in 3 months. He was serious. No.
And we were engaged for how long?
9 months?
9 months.
Or 10?
Yep, somewhere around there.
We got married the next Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
All right, so we're going to close this video with a real treat for anybody that hung with us up to this point. This singing group had a poster because we were a big deal.
Yeah, we were.
And so Image of Christ had a promotional poster that we would send to all the churches and other places where we were going to perform. And I actually have a package of these old posters that are at the bottom of a drawer. So we pulled one out because nobody's going to believe what young Marty looked like.
Yeah, you want to see
and
this.
you're not going to believe that Becky thought I was old when you see this. Becky, by the way, looks the same.
Exactly the same. You'll know exactly who I am, and then you'll be like, who are those other 2 guys?
All right, be prepared for this amazing graphic work of art. All right, here we go. Here's the poster, right? Appreciate it. Our theme was Breathe that year. That was our theme.
Remember that song?
Image of Christ, Breathe. Oh, this is the era.
This is the air I breathe.
Yeah, see, she was on the singing group, not me. And okay, hold on. Let's go. Let's zoom in here. Let's see if I can get in here. There's Becky. Yep. Okay, there she is. Yep. Let's see if I can get in there, Beck. Here we go.
Do I look the same?
That's so funny. Okay. There's Marty. There's 19-year-old Marty. Oh boy. Oh, look at those baggy jeans. Woo! Doc Martens. I think there's a choker involved. Is there a choker involved? Oh yeah, there's a choker involved. Look at that. Whew! Man, no beard, hair on the head. Let's see, do I look the same? Hold on. Yeah, not so much. That's a treat. Woo! See, this video?
Worth it.
Worth it for the end, right there. That was it. Anything we need to add?
No.
All right, that's the story. You ask, we deliver.
Yeah. If you want to know anything else, leave it in the comments. Smash that like button.
All right. See you guys later.